Hello, everybody, and welcome in. Today is Thursday, July 9th. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? It is Friday Junior. We're excited to be here. I am not so excited because that only means I have 1 week left of summer break and we have to get ready to go back to work. I'm not ready, to be honest, but adult life must go on. So today we are going to be working on Gazing Galaxy. Galaxy Gazing. I never know what it's called. But this was a free Heaven and Earth design that I downloaded and I'm working on. Haven't worked on it in a while, actually. It's been a few days, weeks. So I just thought I'd come back and revisit it a little bit. We're going to be working off to this right side today. Just kind of seeing where we travel from there. So this particular pattern has given me a bit of a headache with the back on little knots that form, etc., etc. It is a 22 count fabric, but I think we've managed pretty well. I think we have managed pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and continue working down this way. Just making sure that everything goes according to plan, which I seem to be off maybe. That one, I did this one, this one. Ah, I see what I did. Fear not, we're just going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. I may have made an extra stitch where I wasn't supposed to, and I'm trying to figure it out. 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, I am off by a stitch. That is okay. We're just gonna keep going. So we're gonna mark those. This one is off as well. So I'm just gonna make 2 stitches here. And that should get us where we need to be. I might need to travel up a bit for the other 2 stitches that I have to do up there, but we will do that when the time comes. Just gotta make sure I have this microphone situated correctly. A lot of the times I've noticed that the sound gets a little bit low when I get far from the microphone. Just trying to keep it close to me, or to make sure that I'm speaking loud enough. Perfect. So I think I might just finish these 2 stitches here. That'll help me move upward. I really, really enjoy this piece. It has been a lot of blue to begin with, but I have to make sure I go back and fill in all the spots that I've been missing. This one is also off. That stitch right there. Alright, it's alright, it's alright. We will, of course, fudge. Fudge the stitches. Something in my throat. Grab some water in just a bit. Well, I have water, but y'all know what I mean. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Suki. Welcome in. The floss that I am using for this one, I believe, is a mixture of DMC and I ordered it from Painting Fairy. So I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly which floss I have at the moment, but it is a mixture. How is your afternoon going? Or morning, night, afternoon? Wherever you are in the world. My afternoon, I think, is going pretty well. I've doing some laundry. Just making sure I have the right stitches going on. Right there. Then I am going to park this one. Here for now. Just realized that my stitches are a little bit off, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Right. Let's go and move on to this one for a bit. Let me see. Where are you? Here we are. I do believe it's this one. Oh, I forgot to grab my scissors. That fell the other day. I ordered a set of flosses from Amazon the other day. And one of the colors seems to be very off compared to the color of floss that I have. And it worries me that all of the other flosses are also not the correct colors or off in color. I don't remember the brand. I just picked it off of Amazon. But oh well. There's a lot of blue here, so I think some of these stitches were able to Hello, Tori. What sampler are you working on? Welcome in. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you made it. Glad that you chose to stay. And more than anything, I'm glad that you chose to chat. What are you guys working on this afternoon? Please let me know. I should be packing for my camping trip tomorrow. I have my projects packed. I know what I'm taking to work on when I'm out and about. And I think that's all that matters, right? I think that's all that matters. Alright, so park that one there. What else? What else? What else? What else? Spring Sampler by Susan Ake. Oh, nice. Definitely going to check it out. I love seeing new projects, new things. It is a fun trip. Usually my family and I go every year, sometime in July. And it happens to be this weekend. So I am very excited. It's camping. It's a camping trip. Just disconnect a little bit. Luckily, I like this area that we stay in because it has no cell phone signal. So we truly get to disconnect and just enjoy. Enjoy the outdoors. What color was I doing? 798. Let's go back to that one. I should have all of my stitches in order after this part. I kind of just switched the two colors that I have there. It usually does annoy me a little bit when I miss stitches, but I am not going to go back and try to fix it. Not to this particular piece. It's all right. I'm barely at 1.15%, believe it or not. All right, so we have that one there, which means this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should give us 4 up. This one here. 1, 2. 3. 4. We skip one and we do the other one. Yes, I think once in a while it is necessary, Tori. I completely agree. You need it. There's another trip that I used to do with my family, third week of July, but unfortunately, since I started working as a teacher, that's the week we come back to school. So I haven't been able to go. However, that place also is very disconnected. And I enjoyed it very much. I miss going. I hopefully at some point in time I'm able to go back. You're doing traveling library, Suki? Nice. How is it going? A lot of confetti by chance? Confetti is the way to be. I should have gone up and done that one there. Boo-hoo. Oh well. we've done those. Going to park for a little bit here. Try to kind of catch on with the rest of the stitches. I do have, where are you? I know that one. Debating if I should move up with this one. Do I have another one? I might move up and then grab another thread for that one down there. It just started at the top, just started in the top middle. Nice. You just subbed? Well, thank you very much for subbing. I did doilies for the first time a few months ago, and I definitely want to continue it. It was very fun. It was very, very fun. Definitely want to do more. I want to do different colors. I want to do bigger ones, smaller ones. Micro crochet I've only done with jewelry. Has been super fun. Just making sure I'm in the right spot. I have some characters that I need to crochet. I had a friend ask me for them. I haven't done it. I need to get on it. Needed that one there. This one here, do I have? I do. Charlie Brown, to be more specific. What type of sewing thread do you use? So the thread I used to make like earrings and stuff was the Gunter. Gunter's. I don't even know what it was called, but man, I miss Joann's. That's usually where I would get it. There is a page that I found that I could order it in. Can't remember it off the top of my head. It was Mountain something. And I would usually use like a 0.5 hook. Doing, what color are you? This one, 825. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What is this one? Right here. Perfect. So we're gonna mark that one and park it there. This one and this one is parked, and I did not mark it. That is how we start to lose our mind. Let's not do that. All right. Oh, me too, man. Fabric was awesome there, and threads, yarn. Tear. Sad times. It's funny because when I started going to it the most is around the time that it was announced that it was going to get closed. Oh my goodness. I was like, you've got it. I thought it was me. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Here. So funny because I'm doing threads that I haven't even marked. Apologies. Right here. Alright, so we've done those. We're going to park there. I do have an Instagram. My Instagram is not the same as my channel. My TikTok is the same name as this channel, which is 8 Moon Phases with the number 8 at the beginning. My Instagram is sure, SURE .creative. Sure Creative is my Instagram. This was a center start, yes. I started right in the center, and I'm currently, if you guys look at the sampler or the mock-up, the image to the right bottom, this little orange part is where we start getting into the orange part of the center in the image. So I'm just a little bit below that center swirl, the orange in the center swirl. I also have a Facebook with this, I believe it's the same name. It's either Sure Creative or Sure something. I also have a baking page if y'all are interested. You can look under The Baking Star EP. Here, perfect. Do a little bit of everything. There was somebody else that had mentioned that they had this piece and they wanted to start it as well. I don't know if they have or have not done it. 1, 2 would be right here. Hello, Lori. Welcome in. Thank you. Yes, it is a great chart. I actually found it. This was the first colorful piece that I started doing. And I really, really, really like it. I like the colors to it. I like the design overall. It's really nice. I had mentioned before that a lot of the pieces that I have are very like muted color heavy. Like greens and grays and a lot of blues, a lot of browns. But I needed to get some color in my life. Right, I'm gonna go back and do this one here. Oh, thank you, Tori. Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. If you also have an Instagram, then I'll make sure to follow you back once I check all my notifications and such. I am going to park myself right here. And the right one? Yes, I am. I did not complete that one. Let's frog it and park. Alrighty, let's continue. I'm gonna have to grab another of that same color for the bottom. Now, where is my set of threads for this particular project? We'll come back to that in a bit. We will come back to that in a bit. I love seeing new people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and chatting with me. All right, I can. I do need to find my threads because I need that little 2, that Roman numeral 2. And my box of threads is here, which means I just need to look for the right stack. All right, I need, what number are you? This one, 517. I need to go back and fill in a bunch of those spots there. That will be for another day. 517. How's everybody's evening going so far? Any plans for the weekend? We have one more day before the weekend. Anybody have anything fun and exciting planned? You're doing a huge Christmas. Oh, the 2023 freebie. Nice. Ooh, I need to find a good Christmas piece. I'm still very on the edge about it. I haven't found one. I would like to. Definitely need to find myself a good Christmas. I love Christmas, but I usually tend to go for the more white and blue Christmas other than the traditional red and green. I don't like red and green as much. However, I don't want to stitch just white and blue stuff. Hence why I am struggling to find a Christmas piece. Then the one that I wanted to do, I realized yesterday or the other day that we were streaming that they're not on Etsy anymore. They're not being sold on Etsy anymore. So I kind of have to. I'll figure something out eventually. Where did I leave them? Here they are. Just lift that part off. Evil the Sun. Oh no! What? The tournament got canceled? Well, I guess you guys get to have some rest, right? Game night with some friends? Nice, Tori. Game nights are always fun. What types of games do you guys like to play when you get together? Like board games or trivia games? My family and I like to play card games quite a bit. One in particular, my mom's favorite. She makes us play all the time. And then she thinks that we're punishing her when we don't play. I know I usually tend to ask this question, but those of you that are just joining us now, that are new, how long have you guys been stitching for? I am a fairly newborn in stitching. 6 months old. No, I started stitching in January of this year. I hadn't worked on this piece in weeks, so I'm very excited to get back to it. I think since the last stitch, actually. I'm just very excited that I was able to get back to it because I really like this piece. It's one of my favorite pieces that I currently have in my rotation. Poker just for fun. Winner gets a prize. Initially, out of the corner of my eye, I read that the winner got pizza, which, hey, it's a fantastic prize, by the way, if I do say so myself. All right, so it's been you have at least a few years, Catherine, of experience. All right, I need 996, which is over here. My cross stitch story goes as follows. 2022, I moved out of town. One of the days that I had off of work, I decided to go to Walmart. I've always been a crafter, crocheting, sewing, knitting, just anything I can get my hands on. So I decided to go to Walmart and I found a piece, like a little cross stitch kit at Walmart. I purchased it, started working on it for a while, and then left it. I stopped for a very long time. I moved back to my hometown, all packed up and stuff. I took it out a few times, left it, not doing much to it. And then January of this year, I decided to pick it back up. I finished that piece, and then I said, hey, let's look on Etsy to see what else we can find. And I found, well, as the title of my channel says, I love moon related things. So I looked on Etsy for a moon pattern, a moon chart, and I found one. And it was the best thing I could have done. So I got hooked from there. Trying to make sure I'm on the right square right there. So ever since, I usually do like flop between crafts and stuff, and I've stuck pretty religiously to cross stitching. I find it very, very entertaining. I enjoy it quite a bit. Over 40 years, 10 projects on the go. You also quilt and sew. Nice. I have a few quilts I've done. I'm on one right now, my last one. You guys can see the progress on the channel. I just need to quilt it and then bind it, and it's completely done. I am wanting to attempt my first garment. It's not like making it from scratch, but I have a dress that is very large on me now. I mean, it has been ever since I purchased it. So I kind of want to see if I can either fix it or recycle it into something else. I have an idea, pretty much. I just need to get on it, but I am also very in the overthinking status. So I tend to just procrastinate, push it aside until I feel brave enough to do it. You also quilt? Nice, Catherine. See, you guys found the right channel then. We all quilt, we all sew, some of us crochet. Great. I think we're all gonna get along just fine. I have a degree in graphic design. I did a bachelor's in photography as well. I 3D print things, I bake, I cook, I garden. I like to read. I am an elementary school teacher as a adult job. And I think I'm gonna be starting a fibers club this next year. I had talked about it with my principal. She had mentioned if I would be interested in giving like the students a club on sewing or crocheting or just stuff in general. So that might be something that I'll be doing next year. Still pending because said principal is no longer there. What is your favorite genre of reading, Catherine? I've discovered as I've like watched YouTube more and just watching crafters all around, we all have like multiple talents, right? It's not just we don't just stick to one thing. Which I think is a great. I think it's great because it just gives you that liberty and that you get to do fun stuff. I think here is where I'm parking. I needed to find. Oh, I do have one, but it's up here. Do I need to grab one for the bottom? Which one did we say that one was? It was a 517. I just parked it somewhere. We Okay, Tori. I hope their dinner turns out fantastic. We are going to be camping in a tent. We're doing the full experience. Luckily, the campgrounds that we stay on have restrooms and showers and all that fun stuff. So it's like kind of the full experience, but kind of also luxury. Hard science fiction, nonfiction, economics, physics, psychology. Psychology is so interesting to me. I love psychology. Nice. My usual go to for reading is psychological thrillers. I love mysteries and thrillers. Crime related if possible. I love holding a good book. However, I've had to resort to doing audiobooks, especially I just kind of put them on when I'm driving. It's because I obviously can't read as I'm driving. And at work and stuff when I'm like grading or doing other activities, I can still enjoy a good book. It's like the irony because I'm an English language arts teacher. Reading and writing teacher for elementary school. Yet I have people reading me books. Still counts. I say it still counts. Audiobook is still a book that has been read. Here. Kindle app, yes. Yes, Suki, we have to deal with the heat. It's more of a forest type where we're going. So in the evenings and early mornings, it's very fresh and cold. The afternoon, it gets a little bit hot, but there's a lot of shade because again, it's forest. So if I had to camp where I live in the desert. There's no way. I live in far west Texas where the desert is dominating. The heat is not the best. And we're not going too far off actually from where I live. It's about an hour and a half drive. 2 hours max. I don't like summer. Summer is my least favorite season. You can't get it. What is it about Audible that you can't get into? If you don't mind me asking. I've had Audible for a very long time. I really enjoy it. I have the subscription, so I get like the credits every month. So essentially, all the books that I quote unquote purchase from there, I, they're free, right? Girl math. Girl math means they're free. Except I have the subscription, so not really. You have 11 credits currently? Yeah, I just purchased. They have a special right now. I mean, if you want to get into it, I think now's the time. They have a special right now where you can purchase 2 titles per 1 credit. So I just got 4 books for 2 of my credits. I had about 8 credits as well. Yeah, I guess it does depend on how you're used to reading. I know there's a lot of people that, oh gosh, I know there's a lot of people that don't like it because they like to read it themselves. Completely understandable. Come on. Ooh, nice. I get that. I get that. Completely understood. Molecular biology. Nice. I was recently inquiring about getting a master's. It's a scary process. If I gotta be honest, it's a scary process. I love learning. I love school. I hate doing homework. It's one of the things that I do not miss at all. I like giving homework. That counts for anything. I do enjoy giving homework. I don't like doing the homework. Yeah, I just saw the sale today. I went in there to see how many credits I had, and I saw that was like the first thing that popped up to me. That there was a 2 titles for 1 credit. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. There was a few books that I had seen at Barnes and Noble that I wanted to purchase, so I was like, might as well give it a look to see if they're on there, and they happen to be there. But yeah, I do have books that I like to read on my own as well. So, where am I? Just did that one there. This one here. So, right here. PhDs are for a journey. They're wrecking academia for the 15 years plus, however, it is. Ah, yes. Yes, I've heard that. I have a few coworkers and friends that have their masters in various studies, and I think the issue with what I'm kind of like struggling right now is I would have to do a lot of um like supplementary credits simply because I have a degree in graphic design. And I don't necessarily want to pursue a master's in the same field. So I would have to do like filler credits or courses that I would need to take to be able to get admitted into a master's program that I want. Yes, there you go, prereqs. It is specific titles, but there's a bunch of titles, Catherine. For they have different categories as well. Like, and they'll show you there, the ones that you can add. Like, it'll say add to your cart instead of purchase with credit, and then you can click on back on the button where it says find next title. I'm trying to see where I'm at here. I do want to move. Huh. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. This one's not completed yet. I don't know which color this was. I'm gonna leave it for now. What color was that one? Those of you that use Pattern Keeper, is there a way to select a symbol? Oh, let's frog that one. What is it? Oh, it is this one. Perfect. Never mind. Disregard. Disregard, disregard. I wanted to see what number I was, because apparently I didn't finish the that stitch. All right, now it's finished, which means doing those. If you want another PhD in psychology, that's one of the PhDs I was looking into. So I was considering communications, I was considering psychology, or I was considering accounting or human resources. I don't want to be a teacher the rest of my life, especially how the education system is going right now. It's a little bit scary. But I also obviously want something that is going to help me in a career, job, stability, of course. I would prefer to do it online, obviously, because I still need to continue working to pay for said program. There's a lot of factors. No HR. The only reason I've considered HR is because, well, I've worked in education for years now, and I know usually people that don't do education anymore do well in that field. AI is a topic for sure. AI. It's a very opinionated topic. Some people feel very strongly about, well, for it, and some people feel very strongly against it. I mean, if y'all want to have that debate. Good thrillers that I recommend. I just read one that was called Then She Was Gone. I just downloaded, the ones that I purchased today were, let me check. Let me check my Audible. The Last Thing He Told Me is a good book. I read that one quite a while back. Everything You Want Me to Be is also a good one. This one's not thriller, but there's one, The Last Letter. If you're into that type of books. What else have I read recently? Or what else have I downloaded recently? I have so many, so many. I think Lie to Me or Behind Closed Doors is also a very good book. Behind Closed Doors. Alrighty. I think we're doing pretty well. I don't have this particular one. Do I need to get another one of those? I think I'm gonna have to get another thread for that one. Nah, let me work on it here. Let's do that one then. 517 is you. Yep, right here. The Last Days of Night? No, I have not. Is it a good book? If it's good, I will definitely put it on my list. I love recommendations. If you guys have any recommendations, books, stories, patterns, movies, YouTubers, everything. I love recommendations. Any and all the things I enjoy. I just got my sister hooked on watching Criminal Minds. She just started it. And she's hooked. I've watched it so many times. Anybody else a Criminal Mind fan? My all-time favorite show is always going to be Grey's Anatomy, though. Very, very basic. But it's fun. It's a fun watch. Oh, electricity being brought out in the US. Perfect. Yeah, I'll definitely look into the title and try to get the book. Either the actual book or the Audible file. Just a quick heads up, I like to smack the camera. Not intentionally, but it happens quite a bit, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the times that I'm going to hit you. Perfect. I love that the all the titles will stay in the chat, so I definitely can go back and look them up too. To keep them in record. I need to find a way to get back. Did I do that one? I didn't. I need to go back and do that particular stitch. I'm missing a stitch. That one. This one. And then back to this one. Should have just completed all those other ones too. Mm. See, that's what happens when you don't plan your stitching path, which I never do. So you'll see that happen frequently. But we did complete all these. Perfect. Um, yes, literacy crisis is a real thing. I teach 10 and 9 and 10-year olds, and ooh, they're, well, first of all, vocabulary is huge. They don't understand, they don't know. Mind you, I live in a border town, so having to do like dual language or supplementary aids for students that don't understand English. But adding on to that, their writing, their reading, the way that they speak, comprehension. It's, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is so sad. It's so sad. It's very frustrating. It's just, yeah. And hence why I love teaching. Love teaching, love education. Ugh. It's been a struggle. I'm going into my 9th year of teaching, starting next week. Well, the 20th, I believe. But it's just, yeah, it's very sad. Attention span, accountability. Like, there's just so many things wrong with our world right now. It's horrible. I could go on and rant about it. I love ranting, so if you want to hear me rant about parents and see, and a lot of the things, a lot of the times, because I used to teach first grade before this, I used to teach first grade, and you see this child's behavior, and it's no different in fourth grade. Like, it's a 3-year, 2-year, 3-year age gap. But you see the students, you see the behavior, you see the way they respond to structure or being redirected into, behaving better or whatever. And there's no accountability there. But then you reach out to the parent and you tell them, like, hey, we've been having trouble with so and so. And then you see their response, their reaction, and you're like, ah, it all makes sense now. And it's sad, because I know it's a lot of the parents. I don't have any children, so a lot of the parents that I deal with are people my age. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? Like, our parents, I think a lot of the issue is we had hard parents, right? Our parents would, and I'm saying mine, I am Mexican American. And yes, a lot of it is culture based because I can still see, a little bit of that influence in the students that I have, in the diversity of students that I have. But we had strict parents. I had strict parents. And I think our generation thought they had it so rough that they became so soft. So soft to an extent where it's hurting the children. It's hurting the kids. Like, they're not respectful in the slightest. I had so many issues with a few students this past school year. But there was 2 of them in particular, right? And then using just excuses of like, well, it's because you as a teacher. I kid you not. I still have a screenshot of I had a parent message me one morning. No good morning, no question about anything. The message literally started, I just want to let you know you're a horrible teacher. That is literally how she started her message. And I was like, well, good morning to you too. Good morning to you too, ma'am. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this year. Not at all. Here in Florida, which yes, educational system is a nightmare everywhere right now. Just graduate girl who wants to go to grad school. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. They don't know how to think. They it is learned. What is it called? I'm trying to. Oh gosh. Oh, you did your PhD in New Mexico. Oh yes, yeah, yeah. And mind you, I don't think I had it as hard as other people that I've known. I really don't. I had it pretty well. I had it pretty well. I had very young parents. Have very young parents. So we kind of just, there you go, helplessness. That's what I was trying. That's the word I was trying to get to. Yes, it is learned helplessness, where they want their hand held. They want to be validated for every single little thing. Like, I would ask them a question or tell them, okay, let me give you guys. I love telling this story. So every year, I've taught fourth grade. This is my second year teaching fourth grade, and I did the same thing last year where I gave them an end of year project. Right after we finished state testing, they had an end of year project. So I gave them the sheet of paper that they had to do a month in advance. I talked about the project first. I gave them what they needed to do. Mind you, it was a how-to. They got to pick everything. They had deadlines of, by such and such day you need to have your outline. By this other day you need to have your first your final draft completed, etc. Right? And every day I would remind them the date that the project was due was on the board. May 13th. Your project is due May 13th. I let them know you guys are going to be presenting. Every project is due on the 13th. It does not matter if you're presenting on the 13th. You need to bring everything in on the 13th because that is when the project is due. Right? It's only fair for every student to turn in the project at the same time. So every morning, the day before, I kid you not, I said it like 15 plus times to let them know, hey, everybody's project is due tomorrow. Everybody's project is due tomorrow. Next day, students walk in, half of the class, no project. And I was like, where's your project? Why did you not bring a project? Where's your project? Oh, well, it's because I'm not presenting today. I'm presenting tomorrow, so I was going to bring it tomorrow. And I was like, no, you're not, because everybody's project is due today. So I gave them zeros. They got zeros. Last day of grades for us, a parent comes in and he's like, why did my student get zeros? And I was like, well, because he didn't turn in a project. But it's because it's not fair. It's not fair that he gets zeros. Like, is there anything he can do? I said, unfortunately, grades were due already. I can't do anything about that because I no longer have the grades. I cannot change them. I cannot fix them. I cannot input anything. Like, it is no longer up to me. Everything that I had to do got done. That's it. Case closed. Took it up to the principal. And the principal's like, well, is there anything you can do? Like, can he make it up for a 50? And I'm like, no. No, they need to learn. They had plenty of reminders. They had more than enough time to complete said project. No, I'm sorry, but they can go and be happy with their 3 zeros. And yeah. It was so funny, but it's frustrating. It's so frustrating because I'm like, I cannot believe that I told you guys so many times that your project was due May 13th, and then you guys decide just to not bring it. Have your parent message me and tell me, can they be excused? No. Sorry. There's no excuse. Because they've known for over... Like, it wasn't from one day to another. They had weeks to complete the project. And yeah, we had so many issues with parents this past school year. So many, because they just like the students, they don't want to be held accountable, right? So no accountability on the students' part, no accountability on the parents' part. But they don't believe, and I'm very strict in that sense. Even when I taught first grade, like, I would not do things for the students. Like, I will show you how to do it, I will help you the first few times that you need help, and then from there on you are on your own, because I've already told you, I've already showed you, I've helped you. And that's the only way they learn. They learn to be independent, they learn to be accountable. And that's part of, like, not just teaching them academically, like, there's life skills that they should learn as well. Responsibility, honesty, which also my favorite is when I would see them do something. I would see them do something like throw a pencil or push somebody or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm looking at you. I just saw you do this. Why did you do it? But it's because I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Okay. My high school freshman learned that. Yeah, driving. I mean, permit driving is a privilege. That is 100%. Stand by it. Stand by it 100%. The guy took no late work and ended up, I think, with a C. Yeah. And then I would have, like, parents and students message me and tell me, like, hey, like, is there any extra credit? Is there anything they can do? Mind you, like, a week before, or like a day before the grades are due. Because I'm very upfront with my students about when their work is due or what grades they've received, just to let them know, to keep them in the loop of how they're doing in class. And they're like, was there any extra credit? I'm like, no, why am I going to give you extra credit if you didn't even do the work that you were supposed to do on regular time? Why do I need to go out of my way for you to pass when you should have been doing what you were supposed to and you would have passed? Very frustrating indeed. Very frustrating indeed. But I love teaching. I love interacting with the kids. I love getting to know them and having fun when we can. And see, the thing that I've learned is that a lot of the students need the structure. They thrive on structure as much as they fight it sometimes because they're not used to it. It's what they need. It's what they need. And parents, not so much. Parents just flat out refuse to do in anything. They don't. But I can't teach them. I'm not meant to teach them, so I just go on about my business. My business. And for the most part, our admin team was pretty solid. I do believe some of them, or most of them, are being moved campuses. So that should be interesting. Parents are awful. I cannot agree with that statement more. Parents are awful. I did admin for about 3 years. I was an assistant principal. If you want to know how that went, I'm back in the classroom for a reason. I've been back in the classroom this is going to be my 3rd year. Back in the classroom after doing admin. because I'd rather deal with kids dealing like children than adults dealing like children. Teachers that didn't want to, again, teachers with no accountability, right? Adults with no accountability of like, you need to be in this meeting, or this is a work that you need to do, or it's just people fighting all the time to not want to do something. And nah, I'd rather babysit kids than babysit adults. And they've wanted me to get back into administration, and they're like, come on, like, you know, our team, you know, we work well together, you know. And I'm like, love y'all, but I'd rather just do my work and go home. It is, sadly, it is everyone, it is in everyone, it is everywhere. And because of adults like that, you know, like the children see it, obviously. The best response is when parents say, but they never do that at home. I'm like, well, no, they're not going to do it at home when they have their commodities and their cell phones and their, you know, don't expect anything from them. You never ask them to do anything. Like, obviously they're not going to behave the same way. But have you tried to get them to read silently for 15 minutes? No, right? They will fight you. Promise. Teaching college kids. I was talking to my professor. I still have contact with my graphic design professor. And he was telling me something along the same lines. He was like, there's students failing for the dumbest reasons. And he's like, well, but I'm getting paid anyway, so. Like, the ones that really want to do the work, they do the work. The other ones, like, trying to turn in work late, and I'm like, yeah. It's like you're teaching my classroom. It's like, I hear you. Have you been watching me? But yeah, it's sad. It's sad and scary. I would tell my kids, I would tell my kids, like, I'm very scared if any of you become my doctor in the future. I feel like one of you is going to end up killing me. I'm like, miss, no, we're not. Mm, you keep going the way you're going. I have a sister, a much younger sister than me. And it's funny sometimes hearing her talk because she's not like the typical teenager. She's a teenager right now, but she's not the typical like teenager that is, you know, doesn't care about school, doesn't care about authority, doesn't care. Like, she's very much an adult to a certain extent, and she's like, she gets so frustrated with her classmates. She's like, why don't they just do what they're supposed to? Why are they always wanting to argue? And I'm like, yep. Same question I ask myself every single day. It's the arguing, it's the talking back. It is so exhausting. So exhausting. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I had a student that he just loved to argue for the sake of arguing. And one of the days he didn't have his notebook, right? He couldn't find his notebook in the classroom. And I'm like, well, it's not my responsibility. So if you can't find your notebook, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Well, that's because I had it right there. And I'm like, is it right there then? No. I said, well, then how am I supposed to find it? I said, I don't know. It's not my notebook. And I asked him, I said, so who's responsible for your notebook? He didn't say, he didn't reply. I said, who's responsible for your notebook? He didn't want to say anything. And I told him, I said, well, he's like, well, if it has my name on it, I said, okay, then, so who's responsible for your notebook? And he just wouldn't, like, didn't want to own up to, like, it's my notebook, it's my responsibility, I lost it, or I can't find it, whatever, right? So I asked him again, right? And he just wouldn't. He did not want to tell me that it was his responsibility. And I was like, you know what? Go sit down. Oh, so now you hate me? And I'm like, I'm just asking you to go sit down. I cannot have you standing at my desk for no apparent reason. It's just the extremes, man. It was so tiring. So exhausting. Where are we? 995. Do I have another one? Nine, 995. Yep. Very sensitive. Can't even look at them the wrong way because. And then they go home and tell their parents lies because I had that a few times. Well, that's because you told my kid this or you told my kid that. And I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation with your kid here. And then turned out they went home and told a whole different story. Nah, don't worry about the typos. I do that with two hands and paying full attention. I just blame it on my fat fingers sometimes. No need to worry about typos. You're okay. I'm still on summer break, so it's all right. Once I start back in class, there's no room for typos. Alrighty. I think we're doing pretty well. We're off to good starts. Here. We are moving along perfectly fine. Alright, so what am I doing next? I think I want to fill in this area here. This part we're not going to work on right now. We're going to stick to these. All right, give me a quick second. I will be right back. Alrighty. Where were we? Oh, yes. We're trying to finish this square here. Finally, there's a few little spots that I need to go back and fill in. But for now, we're going to worry about this one. Okay, so. I need to. Let's do this one. Okay, let me do this one here. Ooh, knots. Yeah, so apparently when we go back in a week, we're going to have a new principal. Should be fun. Haven't met her. Don't know anything about her. I'm very sad because the World Cup is coming to an end. And I got used to having like 3 games per day. And now there's only one. And in about a week or so, it's going to be all over. Sad day. Sad day. Fine society has become narcissistic, blame everybody else, and I don't care what you said or did affect. Yes, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, Lori. You know what's funny? Recently, I've been watching like body cam videos from cops, like when they do traffic stops or just like incident stuff. And the response to some of these videos, or like how the people react in the videos, oh my goodness. The entitled people are so entitled. Like they have all the rights in the world and nobody else matters. It is sad indeed. See, and I mean, all we can do is live the right way, set the examples. If we have children or have any influence towards children or other people, is just try to be our best selves, you know? Unfortunately, there's not much we can do because people choose to be how they want to be, and that's that. People are always playing victims. Like, it's just everywhere. There seem to be less of us than those. Yes. Yes, Catherine. There does seem to be less of us, but unfortunately. We seem to be the minority now. Am I here? Yes. The piece looks like confetti would be worse. Yeah, I haven't gotten to those portions. You know what I've realized with this pattern? There's a lot of sections of certain pieces because of the swirls. If you look at the bigger picture, like there's little sections that kind of guide you throughout the project. So it's not super. There's another confetti piece that I'm doing, the pretty as a picture. That one. I'm currently giving it a silent treatment. Victims, and when the true victim is in need, they have to prove so much more. Yes, agree, Lori. Or they want to just be the center of attention and prove that they are the victims even if they're not. I think it's worse when these people are the ones in like leadership roles and stuff. Just makes it that much more difficult in a job. I had a boss like that. I had a principal like that, and I decided to leave. Well, because of her, I went back into the classroom to teach. The Enchanted Flute. I've never seen that one. I will look it up. And Alternative Reality. I heard that the Heaven and Earth designs are very confetti heavy. But this one seems to be okay for the moment. Not complaining too much. Yet. Maybe soon. I know nobody looks at the back, but I occasionally like to make sure that there's no extra bumps that shouldn't be there. No extra loops. Misplaced loops. I fear... Yes, I have a little knot right here. The Pretty as a Picture isn't a Heaven and Earth design, but it is very confetti, and I don't like it. My brain doesn't work that way, and it just makes it harder for it. I really like the piece. It makes my brain work over time. Let me take a look at them. Let me look them up on my phone to see what these designs look like. I'm wanting to start or purchase, more than anything, a Long Dog, a chart from Long Dog. That I think would be my next purchase. I have like a small sampler that I'm working on right now, but I want to do a bigger one just to see how it turns out. For the most part, all of the whips that I have right now are full coverage. The Long Dogs are hard to work on, Catherine? Is that what you're referring to? It's just my problem is that I see the designs and I want to purchase them all. I need to slow my roll. I love the piece. Could not say no. I hate parking, but this chart might make me start. I have a rule on my channel. I have a rule to my cross stitch is that I will make rules up for my own and then I will break them because my brain just doesn't work that way. Sometimes I want to follow rules. Sometimes I'm like, but I don't want to do that. I learned that I do cross country for the most part, which I'm all right with. I started parking without knowing that I was parking. All right, let me take a look at the Enchanted Flute first. The Enchanted Flute. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is the Enchanted Flute. How far along are you on that one? That one looks very nice, but I see the confetti. And then the other one was Alternative Reality. It has very similar colors. Is this the one? Alternative Reality? It has very similar colors to the flute one. Very nice. Very nice pieces, both of them. Long dogs are easy stitching for you. Okay. Cross country without parking in hand. Nice. I do other types of embroidery in hand. Usually I lie. I just recently started using these clamps. More for streaming purposes, but usually I use the hoops, but I hold them in my hand. You're not into samplers. I like a few long dogs. I've seen a few long dogs. I haven't decided yet. Recently, I purchased a piece from Caroline Manning, and they look like quilts, essentially. They're like little quilt blocks that are for cross stitching. I should have an image of it here. Give me a second. And I purchased one that I'm going to start next month. If you guys didn't know, I just started Thursday. Every beginning of the month, I want to start a new piece. And because next month is my birthday, I'm going to start this particular one that is titled Birthday. I didn't mean Thursday, I meant Tuesday. It's actually called Birthday Cake. This one right here. So this is a piece that I'm going to be starting next month, beginning of August, the 3rd or the 4th, depending on how tired I am after work. I purchased that one, and I also purchased this one. This one is the big piece with the 4 little squares as well. But yeah, I'm going to be starting Birthday Cake. Y'all can join me in starting a new project or that particular project if you guys would like. Tuesday I started the old kitchen. That's one that I purchased and found on Etsy. I looked up and there was a bug on my ceiling and I don't know where it went. Scary. Oh well. Oh well. All right, let's proceed. Where were we? I think I'm gonna do the little waves. Little waves. Oh, the pretty as a picture one? Definitely. Let me put that one up on the screen. It's going to replace the image on the picture, on the screen. Give me a quick second. Pretty as a picture is this one. The only heaven and earth design that I have is this one. I've been looking at purchasing some. I tend to be on the cheaper side, so I wait for sales. That one's pretty as a picture. I started on the top left corner, where that blue and white picture is, and I fight it. I am giving it the silent treatment. I really like that piece. I really like it. I want to work on it, but it tires my brain so much. But it's because it's me. It's not the piece. It's just I overthink it. I overthink what stitches should I do next? Which path should I take? How is the back gonna look? Like, it's me. It's all my fault. I'm the problem. You have a new start tonight. Nice. Just about to serge the edge of my fabric. Finished dead the aquarium. Ooh. How many whips do you guys currently have? Or are you one project people? I need a serger. I just have my sewing machine. 2 sewing machines actually, but they're like regular, non-fancy. But yeah, I'm wanting to buy a serger and an embroidery machine. I need to stop purchasing stuff. 1, 2, right here. $16 or so whips. Okay, not too many. You're trying to finish page 6 of the cell. You complained about. Which Edvard Munch painting is it? I have a very tiny Edvard Munch that I'm working on. It's a baby piece. This one right here. I need to finish working on it. I wanted to finish them so I can put them up in my classroom. 10 whips, 4 kitted. You have to finish at least 1 to start a new one. Lori, rules are meant to be broken, Lori. Oh, gotcha. This is the Scream. It's a very, very tiny one. It's a new piece. It's a free piece, actually, that I found on the DMC website. I found that one and the Starry Night by Van Gogh. And then I have 2 bigger Van Gogh pieces that I'm working on, which is the Starry Night as well and Sunflowers. All right, all right. I'm on it. I'm on it, Catherine. I'm on it. Let me do Google the sun. I've heard a lot about it. I know that the people that watch yogi usually have mentioned it. I think I have seen it. Heaven and earth, and earth, and earth, and earth, and earth. Cross stitch. Okay. Give me the sun. The sun. Stop it. Ooh, there's another. Doo-doo-doo. Aha. No. Who's the artist? Oh. Sal. Aha. Nope. Not that one. I'm looking. The sun, Sal. Go. Ah, I know which one it is now. I know which one it is. That is a very nice piece. But I hear you. How fun. I don't think I could ever. It's a very nice piece. Very nice piece. See, those are my two favorite things, Catherine. My two favorite things. Okay, so would you prefer that, or I always talk about this particular pattern because so this was my pattern in January that I brought me back to cross stitch, or got me started with full coverage cross stitch. And a lot of people think it's an insane project. I also think it's an insane project because it has a lot of air stitching slash background stitching. Where is it? Honestly, if this was the only thing that I was stitching without having to work without working on anything else, I probably would have quit already. But I love it so much. It's this one. And I started top left corner. So if you notice, it's literally, that is the same color. 934 is the color. I just barely recently started getting into like the outline of the moon. But that is my favorite piece, and I want to finish it so fast and so badly, but I can't. I get bored of just stitching the same color over and over and over and over. It goes really fast though. It goes by really fast because it's literally like I'm just doing like the ninja stitches back and forth on rows upon rows upon rows. I love it. It's like my comfort piece when I don't want to think about after the picture one. I usually go back to that one because it's just I don't have to think about the colors yet, because I know that once I get into the moon, that moon portion, it's pretty confetti as well. He would do it on black. You know what? So let me tell you a story. Those of you that have heard it already, I'm sorry. When I finished the other little kit that I had bought from Walmart, I didn't know there was different style fabric. I mean, different size fabric. I didn't know there was different color fabric. I knew nothing, like literally nothing about fabric and nothing about cross stitch. So I purchased the pattern. I looked on Amazon for 14 count because that's all I knew. All I knew was 14 count fabric. So if I had the choice now, I would make a few changes to the choices that I made, but for the time being, I want to. I don't think I would ever stitch it again though. Once I finish it, it's gonna be one and done. Yeah, but I would definitely. I think either like a dark fabric, dark color fabric, would probably be a good choice. It does have like a white border around it, so that's my favorite piece. That's the one that I really want to finish. Poor naive me, I'm like, oh, I'll finish it. If I do one page per month, like, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna get it done. Then I had a reality check. The first month where I couldn't finish a page. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how cross stitch works. We're not doing that. You binge stitch. I remember when that was the only project I had. I was like working on it 3 or 4 hours usually on Fridays when I got home from work, because that's usually the days where I didn't have much to do after work. So I would just stitch hours upon hours upon hours on it. I would do like 3 or 4 hour sessions of just green. Just green. Green and white. Right, Lori? It's like a whole new world. A whole new world. Yes, absolutely. Um, so the first encounter that I had with like a stitching channel was Yogi, actually. I've seen a few others now. But just like what the people commented in the chat, the things that she was mentioning, and like size 25 fabric and blah blah. Right now I think my favorite size fabric is 18. This one is 22, the one that I'm currently working on, but I think 18 with double strand is my sweet spot. I think that would be my go-to from now on. And yes, I do have a favorite color floss. Is it that one? No, it's the little tree. Where's the little tree? This one. One, two, three. Ooh, 2/2. I've only done over 1. But yeah. 18 I think is a good size. 22. I like 22 as well. 40? I've never done 40. I don't think I can go below 22. I've decided that. That one, I'm trying to figure out where I parked this here. I really, really, really want to get and start the 101 alphabet. I really, really do. But I'll get there eventually. What color is this? I saw it right there, 809. Let me do that one. One over two on 40, and 1/1 on 25. If you're doing 1/2 or 2/2, is it the same as getting like a bigger size fabric? Would it be that? Would that be like the equivalent? This might be a dumb question, but just curiosity. I would like to see like how that overall turns out. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen anybody, the people that I've watched, anybody stitch anything over 2. This is a non-judgmental question. Non-judgmental whatsoever. So why would you buy the 40 instead of the 20, or the 14 and the 28 instead of the 14? It's a legit curiosity. Okay, so looks nicer. Okay, so essentially it's just personal preference, I guess. Kind of, maybe. Oh, okay. This chart on 18 is finished. Ah, okay. Ah, gotcha. Interesting. See, we learn new things every day. I like learning new things. It makes me feel smarter. It makes my brain grow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big brain, big brain. Very, very interesting. For most people, it's about what they can see and feel comfortable stitching on. I love 40 count at the moment. Uses less floss. Okay, and I can see the holes. As I get older, that may change. Okay, yes, reasonable, reasonable. Hello, Tori, welcome back. You find smaller count has a much nicer final look. Since you can't see the holes. If you use beads, can only go up to 32 count. So beads is a whole different world, right? Like a whole different, just a whole different. I haven't even dwelled into beads. I don't have the brain capacity for that at the moment. I'm still trying to learn the basics. I bought a fabric the other day. So again, I live in a border town, and this fabric has a lot of like fabric from across the border from Mexico. So it didn't have a count. It didn't have a name on it, and I purchased it because it looks very similar to what one would use for a cross stitch. I'll show you guys in a bit to see if you guys can help me identify it. Full coverages are 25 and 28 count. Calm. Nice. Very interesting. Thank you guys for sharing that information with me. Let me finish these few stitches and then I'll show you guys the fabric that I'm talking about. Like, it's not quite the normal fabric that I'm used to seeing. You have two projects that are 2/110. Okay, for larger pieces. Uh, I have to agree with you, Catherine. Tent looks kind of unfinished for me. But again, I know nothing, so. That's just my personal opinion. You only do full cross. 25 better. Nice. Cross 2. Ooh, Tori, that'd be interesting to see. 1/110. Hmm. This particular piece that I'm working on right now was the first piece that I did on non 14 count. Everything before this I had done on 14. I see a little knot. I went from 14 to 22. Just like that. Alrighty, and then we're gonna put this one over here. Perfect. Like such as. Alright, let me show you guys the fabric that I was talking about. I mean, looking at it, it kind of feels like 14 count. Looks like 14 count. It's much softer than actual like Aida. So this is the fabric. I don't know what it is, but it was nice and it was cheap, so I bought it. I bought a whole yard of it. So I don't know what I'm planning to do with that particular fabric. I don't know. We shall see. Ooh, I feel knots in the back of my fabric that I don't like. Don't know which particular thread is causing them. Oh, never mind. It was just loose. Loose backs. Loose backs. We're all good. All good. All good. I think. I hope. Alrighty. Let's continue. We are on... I can't believe we're almost done with these 2 squares. Yay! Yes, I don't know. I did notice that it's not like as square, like how it's supposed to be. But I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out eventually. I might use it to do like stitching on clothes. You know how you were able to kind of like pull out the threads after you stitch on garments. So maybe for that purpose, instead of an actual full size or full coverage. Hello, there you are. I am, Catherine. I am in Yogi's Facebook. I've posted on there a few times as well. If you look, my name is Chiviz. You can just tag me in your posts updates so I can see them. Oops, sorry. I'll look for your name. Definitely. I'll search you up and stalk you. In a total non-creepy way, by the way. Totes not creepy. Evil. It's not evil. You love it. You're enjoying it. It's your favorite. Right? See, you have to make the clarification, the creepy versus non-creepy, because then people get scared. I mean, I've totally done the creepy stalking as well, but that's not something I usually say out loud. It's not something you admit to in public. But since we're all friends here, it's a safe space. Now you're gonna think I'm creepy. I'm not. I'm gonna stop talking now. And I'm gonna dig a deeper hole. Some of your cats. Cats are adorbs. Cats are adorbs. I used to have 2 of them. 2 cats, 2 dogs. Well, I had more when we were younger at my parents' house, but of my own. Where am I? Where am I? Here. Here, here, here. Hear ye, hear ye. Thanks, Tori. I feel much better now. Somebody's gonna be dialing 911. Be like, hey, we have a creeper out there that is stalking people. She likes to stalk people. I am quite pleased with how this is filling in. And that I'm actually filling in and not leaving little blank blocks all around the fabric. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3 here. Just moving all of these little threads along. Good, good, good. It's so funny because I'm not even highlighting the ones that I was doing. Now we just have to fill in this one. Yay! Where are you? Where are you? Right there. There's a lot of this 7 and 9, 8. If it's just social media. Tori, would you judge me if I told you it wasn't just social media? Hypothetically, it may or may not at some point in time have been physical. Filling in is the worst. I agree. It seems very much like ninja slash confetti. I have not. Well, I did say, but this is actually 22 count. It is actually 22 count fabric. 2 over 2. I mean, 2 over 1. Good old 22. You've made so many good friends because of YouTube. Your friend has a channel as well. Nice. Oh, nice. It is. So this is 2 over 1. The pretty as a picture is 1/1. Also on 22 count. I haven't found, I love that piece. I really, really do, but I haven't found my footing with it. I'm struggling with it. I'll show you guys right now what it looks like. It's not horrible. It's not the worst. I don't know what it is that makes me struggle with it. I've liked this one because it's very compacted. I do tend to struggle with putting the needle through sometimes, finding the little openings because of threads, but I think I've managed pretty well. You did a full coverage piece on 22. Yeah, they do get a little bit crowded, especially because some of the threads are a little bit thicker than others. I think DMC is a little bit thicker than the Painting Fairy brand. Yeah, laying tools, no. I mean, for the most part, it's not super bumpy or super dense in certain areas. I think all of it is like equally dense. So I really, really do enjoy doing Danish. It's my favorite type of stitches. Yeah, I realized that from a few stitches that I watch. Apparently, I stitch the wrong way. And it's so funny because when I'm crocheting, I don't do I don't grab the crochet hooks how people usually grab them. So, you know what? I do my own thing. I do. I don't know. I just learned that way. So what felt, it is what felt comfortable for me. Alright, where are we up here? That square is full, yay! Do I not have star? I do have star. I do have star. Let's use that star. Let's do this one first. This one is actually up here. So I tend to teach myself a lot of things, and then when I look at how people do it, I'm like, oh, I'm doing it the opposite. Oh well, I've already learned it this way. We have that one and what are you? Are you? You don't seem to be that one. Huh. Huh. Seems like we parked something and didn't mark it. Yay. We will figure it out. We have that one there. This one should be here. Is it a star? I don't think it's a star because I have the star down below. And then we have this one. Bottom left to top right. I think that's the most common that I've seen. Bottom left to top right, and then the other, and then just finish the cross. I usually don't see people doing the top left to bottom right. I need to see what color that ended up being because I don't know what I did. Here. Alright, so you're the little tree. Come. You're the star. Are you also a star? No, not the same color. You are not a star because you're not the same color. Huh. Interesting. 809? What color would this be? Are you... that one by chance? We'll figure it out. We're not doing that one right now. Anyway. I need to figure out where that thread came from. I can't do block by block. I'm telling you, I'll make up the rules and then I'll break them. I'll say I'm only going to do this part and then I end up going over the border and doing something else and that just throws everything off. I usually do cross country as well. I don't know. I'm trying new things. Apparently some are working and some are not. That is okay. that is a-okay. We'll figure it out. It's fine. If all else fails, we'll cut it out and then find a new piece for it. Find a new place for that thread. Or just replace it and put something else in its place. Kind of have a feeling it's 517 and I just didn't mark where I parked it. Everything is fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. You're doing cross country with the sun, Catherine? I think this is the piece that I have the most park threads on. I usually only do a few at a time. But this one got a little bit out of hand. And by a little bit out of hand, I mean everything's under control. Everything is just fine. One color at a time. Nice. I'm intrigued with that piece now. I like how it looks. I might. But just you saying that it's very confetti heavy, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I just gotta make sure that I mark the part. Mark the park. Oh my goodness! How exciting! I like that we are here now. All this is filled in. We still have a little speck of orange up there that that I need to continue working and pushing. How long have we been going? 2. Not too bad. Still got a little bit more time. I have to pack for tomorrow, but it'll get done. It's fine. I haven't packed clothes, but I have packed the projects that I'm going to take to work on. Not a generally available chart on hand. Gotcha. I gotcha. And you have to be like some sort of member, I'm assuming, or like buy into the stitch along. Packing can wait. Priorities. Priorities. What here? Right? I agree. See, you guys get me. You guys get me. This is fantastic. You had to join before January. Ah. Makes sense, makes sense. I have a it's the full cart that I started stitching about 2 weeks ago. That one is a gift that I'm making. So I kind of want to prioritize it a little bit, and it's only a few threads. It's a sampler, so it's not too heavy on threads. And yeah, I could show it to you guys. It's kind of like my traveling piece because it's just easier to handle, and it's very cute. This is what I have so far on it. This is the center, and then it has like a little motifs. It forms a heart on the outer edge with a little floral designs inside. And I'm also going to take a crochet project that I've been working on. I don't like pink. Pink is one of my least favorite colors. But it's a gift for a person that does like pink, so. The original is actually one color. It's a single color, but I chose to just change up the colors. Let me see if I can find the image that I put up the other day. It's this one. Or not. Are you here? Hello there? Oh, there it is. That one. So that's the actual piece, and I just decided to change up the colors on it. I thought one single color was too boring. I actually got it off of Etsy quite a while back when I was on my pattern binging purchasing. That's the title of it. Alrighty, I think I should go in to these sections down here and fill them in. Reluctantly. Because I usually don't like to fill in spots. But I think it's necessary. There's a set of patterns that I have in my cart for Etsy. They're flowers, like flowers in vases. I've been wanting to purchase them, but I have to convince myself not to sometimes. I need to be responsible. I don't like to be responsible sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Trying to see which colors I can get done quickly. There's that one right there that I can do off to the bottom to complete that section. Being an adult is overrated. I agree. However, Having adult money is not that smart either, because then I want to spend it all on things that I don't need. But then I have to come, I tell myself, like, that is what you work for. Spend the money. Then I get in trouble with myself. It's a constant battle of doing the right thing and doing what feels right. I'm sure you all understand. Seven, 9, 7. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Yes, down here. Oh no. I do believe my tablet just turned off because it ran out of battery. I wasn't paying attention. But if I remember correctly, these two stitches are this color. All right, let's chat for a little while. My tablet turns back on because I can't see the chart. You're doing math for a chart to see how much fabric you need. Chart calls for 25, you have 28. That makes it 9 by 9, I think. Math is hard. So what is the count of fabric, like the count of stitches? How many by how many? Let's see if we can all figure this out. There you go. Catherine said yes. I believe Catherine. I trust her. In Catherine, we trust. Let me get back to casting. Let's get this back on. It got windy outside. See, up to there, Lori, I'm fine. Up to there, I get that. The 250 divided by 28, yes. 1/1. When you brought in the 2/2, that's where you lost me. All right. Can I please get my stuff back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Can you guys see it? Can we? Ah. Makes sense. See? And Catherine, we trust. Yes, Catherine, you are right. We're back. I did a very newbie slash risky thing on the last pattern that I started, the last chart, which is I literally have like the minimum border. The pattern I believe is going to be a 23 by something, by 17. And I had fabric that was already like cut and ready to go for a 24 by 20. We'll see how that turns out. I did it knowingly though, so no surprise there. I have faith that it's going to turn out just fine. And then I will probably sew on a border with a different type of fabric once it's done. Exactly. See? Great minds think alike. Thank you, Lori. One, two, three. Here. Sometimes you just gotta wing it. I got the whole new world stuck in my head now. Dazzling place I never knew. Do y'all consider yourselves to be fast stitchers or slow stitchers? What constitutes a fast stitcher? Like, what is the minimum requirement to be considered a fast stitcher? Like, when you're, like, you have words per minute, like stitches per hour. What would be the requirement for a fast stitcher? I'm just posing random questions. It's an official interview. Official interview. Official business here. You're a pretty slow stitcher. Okay. 150 to 200 stitches over hour. Okay. Interesting. I think for me, I think it varies a lot depending on the project that I'm working on. I've noticed. Like for my moon one, I can do 600 stitches in an hour because it's all the same color. It's all the same color, so. Ooh. So yeah, it does depend on the either the method or the chart, right? Agreed, agreed. And then sometimes I do two-handed, sometimes I do one-handed. I find it easier to do two-handed with like a 14 count because it's well, obviously the spaces are bigger. No, no, no. I do think I'm faster when when I don't have the hoops in the frame. When I have the hoops in my hand, I think is faster. Hey, um, dogs are never wrong, you know? You gotta pay the dog tax. Yes, I agree. Confetti is a lot slower. So is like ninja stitching and stuff. Ninja! I hate ninja. Ninja's horrible. I don't hate ninjas. I hate ninja stitching. Yes, I don't have any pets currently. The last two pets I had were my dogs, and they passed away about 2 years ago. They were old. I had a German Shepherd and a Boxer. I've missed them. I would really like to get another pet, more precisely a dog. But I have learned to be a responsible pet owner, and I don't have the time for a dog, to properly care for a dog. Because usually when I'm at work, I'm never home. I come home very quite late, and I have activities to do, so sometimes I can come home later than other days. And then when I'm on break, I like to travel. Losing pets is awful. It breaks your heart. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm scared to get another pet, because I get attached very quickly and I know how much it hurts. I loved my German Shepherd. My German Shepherd was amazing. I was very close to getting another German Shepherd this past week, but I had to stop and think about it. It was a puppy. I don't think I would get another puppy again. As much as I love them and they're super cute, they are so much work. So much work. And I think I would rather go and maybe like a 1 or 2 year old dog from the animal rescue or something. I think would be better. Would probably be my option if I were to get another pet. They're so cute though, right, Tori? I love puppies. And they want to bite everything. They are super adorbs. He likes to take your floss. You're a cat person. I had two cats. So I had two cats, and then I moved out of town, and I couldn't take them with me, so I rehomed them with a very loving family. They're doing great. Still doing great. Before that, my parents had three cats. One of them was mine. He looked like Sylvester, the cartoon character. So his name was Sylvester. It was the only logical thing to do was name him Sylvester. They had been strays, so we picked them up from Sylvester. We actually took him away from a few kids that were not treating them correctly. Treating him correctly. He was a very scared cat once we had him. We had to give him his space and time. He only came out to eat at night. He was very loving. I've also had fish. I had 4 bettas at a time. Obviously goldfish when I was younger, and then 4 betta fish that I had to keep in separate tanks. Yeah, the when we got Sylvester, it was a group of kids that were playing around with them, throwing them around. My dad went to go take him away. But yes, people that don't treat animals right is very sad. Two are brothers and had a Burmese dad. Oh, one is long haired. Oh, I love Maine Coons. They're huge and adorable. I also like what are the ones? Bengals. Bengal cats are gorgeous. Very high energy though, but gorgeous. Gotta make sure I'm on the right square. One, two, three. That one and these two. Yes. I believe you, Tori. I was very young when that happened. So again, my dad was the one that handled that situation. But I agree with you. It wouldn't have been as pretty if I were older now and had to deal with something like that. I was just happy that we had a kitty. Yeah, fish, large fish. Oh, yes. Fish are also a lot of work. I think well any living thing, right? Any living thing, animals that you guys that we adopt or take care of, obviously, are gonna be work. My sister at some point had a little mouse as a pet. She now has three ferrets. She cares for three ferrets. Little sausages. My dad is amazing. I love my dad. He is very funny, very helpful, very thoughtful, and very hardworking. I love that my sister, and I all inherited my parents' work trait. They are very, very hardworking people. Fairs are so much fun. Yes, yes, they are. She has three of them, and they're all very particular. Oh no, Lori, what are you gonna do about that now? Such a big dilemma, right? That is such a bad problem to have, Lori. What will you ever do? How are you going to solve that problem? I cannot imagine. Oh my goodness. You had him on a remote control car? Nice. I hope you have a great night, Catherine. Thank you so much for joining in and thank you so much for chatting. Definitely enjoyed having you here. Next week, I think I'll be on about the same time about as this week. And then once I start work, I will have to adjust my schedule because, well, I won't be able to be on as early. I'll probably be later on later in the evening. But thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy your night. Get some rest. And I hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to do these because they're right in smack in the middle. This one right here. I don't think I have that one anywhere, so we're gonna pull out 3839. Tori and Lori. Sorry, I just realized that. Tori and Lori. 3839. Alright, I'm gonna go for about 20 more minutes and then I will call it a night just so I can get to packing. But I think I should be able to get a few more stitches in just to kind of even out this area here. And that will put us at 3 hours and a half. I think this is the longest stream I've done so far. Nice, nice. It has been very enjoyable. Very enjoyable indeed. I'm gonna jinx myself, but I haven't had as many knots. That is quite surprising. I like smaller count fabric because I can travel longer distances in the back. Nobody will notice anyway. I've been debating on going live on TikTok. I reached the requirements. Possibly on Sunday when I get back. To try it out, see how it works on that end. I would be able to do it off of my computer, but I know that I need to subscribe or purchase the premium version of the program that I'm using to be able to do a multi-stream. Not about that yet. I'll probably just do it from my phone. With my phone and computer. And that way I can do 2 streams at once. Kind of trying to just make everything with a straight edge instead of having all of these little spots to close in. Is it here? Yes. I think it's worked out pretty well. I like the coverage. I'd missed working on this piece. I really, really enjoy it. I say that about almost every other piece that I work on. There's another one that I'm over halfway done. I should get on it so I can finish it. It's the I don't think I've ever done that one on stream. Oh, I might do that one on Sunday. It's the dinosaur skull. I just might. Yay! Alright, we have... So technically I only have 3 more in here and then a few here. But these are one-offs. That would be 1. Where can I move that one to once I'm done? Then I gotta come figure out the thread over here that we had. That extra thread that we kind of just threw out there. Gotta figure out what color that is. Huh. Eight, 2, 6. So I use floss cards, and for the most part, I kit up every project. So I have like a set of floss cards for every project. How do you guys organize your floss? That's a dilemma that I've been trying to work around these past few weeks. %, Lori? Did you finish it though? Or is it still there? I feel you though. When you're that close, you're like, whatever. Let's do something else that requires more work. Because I feel the same about the small, like the 2 mini pieces that I'm doing. I feel like I should have finished those already. They're literally like tiny. I think the biggest one is like a 5 by 4, something like that, inches. So I could have finished them already, but I set them aside and. I actually started those as my paper challenge for Yogi's channel. Yet they're still sitting there. One of them is halfway done. The other one is about a quarter done. Yeah, I've been struggling trying to figure out how to store my floss. I have a master set that I'm still trying to get onto floss cards, just in general. But I don't know. Another one down. You use a pencil case that holds up to 250 pencils. They have elastic bands. I pull the skate through with a rug hook. You can put 2 full projects in one case. So you also do like flosses per project instead of having like a master set? Or do you have a master set as well? I think I have too much floss. But again, right? We go back to that adult money and decision making that sometimes gets clouded. Gotcha. Do you have a needleboard by chance? I've been wanting to make a needleboard because I have a few. Like, I usually don't know how to manage the threads that I haven't completely used. That's why I started parking, because I didn't want to have to put threads back. But then the thought of having a needleboard is, I don't know. I would need to find a space for it at home. I know how much easier a needleboard could be, but could have done that one. I coulda, shoulda done that one. Floss per project. Nice. I leave empty elastics for the colors in another project. Oh. Got it. I was looking at Kamari's channel the other day and how she put them in like the little paper envelopes. I've seen the bobbins. Bobbins I have for. So before I started cross stitching, I obviously was buying floss for no particular reason. And I have the packs that I bought like at Walmart, and they don't have numbers on them. They're just literally numbered by, I guess, the package. So those are the ones that I put in bobbins, where it's I don't care for the color number. It's just a color that I pick. Like for the heart one that I'm doing, I literally just picked up bobbins from there because I don't really care what colors I'm doing. Oh, okay, so you have it similar, Suki, like to what Yogi has. Gotcha. I do feel like I have way too many too many flosses. But as a great crafter, you have to have all the materials, right? Am I right or am I right? You can never have too many. And do you usually stitch in one place, or do you take it to travel with you, or how do you go about your projects? The only reason I do it per project, like kit it up per project, is because I like to take them with me sometimes. So what I'm going to do here is stitch this one. And then I'm going to use the thread for the other little ninja stitches that I have. Okay. So you pretty much have like two separate sets. I bought a set off of Amazon. I don't know exactly what brand it is. But that's the one that I've been putting into like a master set, an actual master set, because for every other project I've literally been buying the flosses that I need per project. Nice, Suki. Perfect, perfect. Very good feedback. Appreciate it. The only project I didn't buy the flosses for was the pretty as a picture, because that one required way too many. Way too many. So I only bought a few for those. And then I actually just started using the quote unquote master set that I bought. Mobility, that is why you bought the pencil case. Mm-hmm. And it's like the pencil pouches, right? That you're asking, or is it like a pencil box? I don't remember if I read that. A pencil case, gotcha. Yeah, a pencil case. I would agree with you, Tori. That ship sailed a very long time ago, though. That ship sailed a very long time ago. And that I am that type of person that like I need to have all the flosses before I start a project. I don't. I've realized that now, but in my head, I need to have them all. Luggage. I'm gonna buy a suitcase just for all my embroidery floss that I have, that I'm not even using at the moment because obviously I have too many projects now to work on. If you're not stitching, you're cleaning. I wish I could say that. If I'm not stitching, I'm probably being lazy or crocheting or trying to learn some other hobby that I shouldn't be learning because I already have too many. Anyway, it's like it's very weird to explain, but I'm glad that you guys understand me that I cannot start a project without having all the flosses. And it's not just like one of the color, I need to have everything that the list says I need to have. It's crazy because I have like a skein on the floss drop or a floss card, and then I have like a little zip up or like a little Ziploc bag or another little pouch with all the other extra flosses. I know what you're talking about, Lori. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Artist marker carrying case. Yes. I need to look into something to do because I do have a lot. And for the most part, it's organized. It does take me a little bit to actually get them onto the floss cards because sometimes I just get bored. The only reason I didn't do it for the pretty as a picture is because I kid you not, I would have had to buy over 600 skeins of floss. And I was like, as much as I want to, I don't have that type of money to just splurge on it. So I kind of had to see where I was going to start. And I started purchasing a few skeins. Yeah, it was a lot of skeins. A lot of skeins. Not counting the black. Because I was going to buy a cone for black. Because it was so much of it. Yeah. That's a pretty... It's a pretty penny. It's a pretty picture. Pillowcases to carry your projects around, Lori? I don't have a needle minder per se. However, let me show you guys. Let me rotate you guys a little bit over to this side. So the clamp that I'm using is metal, and I bought these disc magnets, and that's what I've kind of been using. So instead of actually putting it on the fabric, I have it over here to the side. And that's worked out pretty well because I haven't lost my needles. And then I do have one set that I carry around with me. Yes, Tori. You know where I purchased mine off of Painting Fairy? They have even with the 40% from Michaels, Painting Fairy still has cheaper floss. So I did a big order for the sunflower one and my big Starry Night. But it does take 2 weeks. It does take 2 weeks to get here. Or at least to me. It takes about 2 weeks. But yeah, I kind of like for the pretty as a picture, I kind of like told myself it's going to take a long time for you to finish it. It's going to take a long time for you to get there. So I kind of just went off of, I purchased the ones that I was going to start with for the most part. Yeah. Painting Fairy has has flosses. They have frames. They have a lot of stamp kits as well if you're into that. I actually learned about Painting Fairy off of Yogi's channel. I don't know if Tori, if you have you ever heard of Yogi? I think it's very similar to Dream Stitch. But I have purchased from them and it's legit. Very cheap. I think it's like 33 cents per skein. in comparison to like the 60 something from Michaels. Oh, yay, Tori. So then you know what we're talking about when we mention Yogi. Nice. Ah. And then I purchased these scissors. These scissors are pretty cool because they're like, you can really get down to the where the fabric is without leaving like a little lip or tail. In Canada, you pay 79 cents per skein, and then you get seniors discount. If a coupon is available, you go nuts. Yeah. I think, I'm not exactly sure what full price is. I think it's 67 cents at Michael's. I've looked on the DMC page. I think it's 79 there. There's another website that I like to purchase cones from, and it's called 123 Stitch. That's where I get my cone from. And actually, I've actually only purchased one, which was this one, because I was going to need it for my moon project. My 934. But I have been considering in buying the 310. A 310 cone because it's everywhere. I've been wanting to order from 123 Stitch. I mean, their shipping isn't bad at all within the United States, I believe. It's not bad at all. However, I know they're located in Dallas, in Texas, and it's only a few hours. Well, it's a 10-hour drive for me, but maybe when I'm in the area, I can place an order and pick it up instead of having it shipped. It ships pretty fast as well, though. Not too concerned. Don't have any complaints about them. But yeah, I think we did pretty well today. I was able to pretty much, for the most part, fill in. I have like one little stitch there and then just a few little stitches on this side. You're in Oklahoma? I am at far west Texas, like far, far west, border with New Mexico. So yes, it is. Dallas is about a 10-hour drive. San Antonio is about a 7.5 hour drive. Houston is another 10-hour drive. A little bit more south, just following I-10. I don't mind the drive though. I love taking road trips occasionally. But yes, I am going to go ahead and leave it here for today. I do have to go pack. It is almost 9 o'clock for me. But thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for staying. And thank you guys so much for chatting. Love today's stream. Love the conversations, the tips, the everything. So hopefully in our next stream, I am able to see you guys one more time. I will most likely probably stream on Sunday evening. I should be back earlier in the day, so I'll have a chance to probably stream. All right, thank you guys so much again. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Get some rest if it's late for you, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.